What's up guys, we got some highlights from this guard passing private that I had here. First, the knee shield. As we weave our arm over the top leg and we grab the bottom leg, now we're looking for some type of control with our free hand, trying to pull our weight onto our opponent. Something that I really like to do is this reverse collar tie. If you reach behind the neck, there's a new style of jiu-jitsu coming out with choi bar attacks where you reach behind the shoulder, grab, and then dig your leg over the top. But if you do a reverse collar tie, my hand won't be trapped next to his ear and his shoulder. Also, I don't want to sprawl down, I want to twist my hips sideways. And now we can start working around the corner. But again, I want to twist, now we can do a little back step and finish the pass. So again, we reach through, we make a reverse collar tie, I twist my hips to break, and now I'm trying to shift over the top and hip switch my hip down towards the mat in front of him. Now we can walk through and finish our pass. Something very important I would like to note, if you sprawl backwards and the person that has the knee shield pushes at the same time, you can get extended and then their hips can recenter and then they can start attacking right away. So if you are going to sprawl, you need to make sure you're super connected to your partner at the same time, and even more of a preference, wherever their heel is on their knee shield, wherever their foot is, twist your hip into their foot, crushing their foot up to their butt. So now I can't really push him away because he's got that reverse collar tie, he's weaving his arm through the legs and he's pulling, and now he can hit a little back step to finish the pass. Reverse collar tie, hip switch onto my foot, and now he can drop one foot and then he can hip switch forward. Now because we are wearing the gi, you can grab the collar, but again if I grab behind the neck he's going to choi bar me. So I like to grab near the chest area, and then I'm trying to put my head on my hand. I've said this before, I like to become a unicorn a lot of the times, making sure that my head is driving into my hand, no separation, and now we can twist our hips, and now we can start passing on through. But again, don't sprawl back because they're going to push you backwards. I make my grip, I connect myself to my partner, I pull myself onto him as I drive forward, and now we can twist. This next thing is how I do this little shallow knee cut. So I'm going to walk up on my toes, driving all my weight forward, knees to chest, up on my toes, knees pinched. And now all I have to do is turn my knee outwards, and we have that little knee cut. So I have to walk towards him, so I can't sprawl back. So see, I tripod up, walking towards him, and now I twist my knee over his knee. Tripod up, my knee goes over his knee, and now we're going to pummel and shin pummel to the outside. So I have my grip, I have my collar grip, reverse collar tie, same time, collar tie, whatever. Put my head into my hand, tripod up. He's framing, I tripod, I dig my knee straight sideways, and now we pummel our foot over the top. I dig straight sideways, straight into his knee, over it, and I pin it to the ground, and now we can start finishing our pass. So again, we make our connections, we pull ourselves in, we tripod up with our knees pinched. Here he's got his connections, got the collar, he tripods up. I call this the twinkle toes move. His knees are pinched really tight, and now he digs his knee over my knee, and now he pummels to the outside and he can push through. This next concept is pummeling your knees into a no-gi toreando. I kind of do this from half guard, so I wanted to show this here. So I take my knee over my partner's shin, I keep my knee pressure down, and now my heel comes to my butt, and I pivot it all the way over. I don't step up, my knee's down, and now my foot pummels over the top, and then we have shin to shin contact on the far side. So now using that concept in half guard, I tripod up, my knee pummels over the top, and now I have my shin to shin on a cross shin to shin while I'm passing, pinning his foot to his butt so I can pass through, and he can't relock half guard ever. So doing this little no-gi toreando pass, one hand on the hip, one hand on the knee, I really like to do it from that shin pin, that shin pummel position. Hand on the hip, hand on the knee, and you walk towards the feet to finish it. But to start the position, my knees pinch. Remember the twinkle toes thing I say, my knees come in and they pin, and then I pummel over the top. Now I'm cross shin to shin. Now hand on the hip, hand on the knee, and I can pass the legs through very easily. Now we have two types of leg drags. A really important concept I like to use is getting my front of my shoulder in front of my partner's knee. They're going to be trying to frame and get back to guard, so I need to force the front of my shoulder in front of the knee. The two types are a cross grip like I have here. You can do these in the very wrecking ball style pass where you stomp on the thigh if you like that. But I really want to make sure that my shoulder's in front of his kneecap. So my wrist curls backwards, palm is up, Spider guard grip, 4 fingers, shoulder in front of the thigh, in front of the knee. If I'm backed up at all, they will frame and pull their knee to their chest and they will regard. I need my shoulder in front of the knee for this cross grip one. I cross grip the pant leg, shoulders in front of that knee, spider guard grip, okay? Now my tip for the same side grip leg drag, I keep the leg grip and then I reach my arm around the outside of his thigh and I lace the lapel up. So now my forearm is working as my shoulder was, pinning his thigh, pointing the other direction. I don't want to try to chase side control here. I want to try to chase the pressure on the outside of his leg, pinning his legs to the mat, facing away from me. Now I get my shoulder in front of the knee, or I use my forearm to force the leg down. Another tip we have here for Toreando passing is trying not to grab at the knees and lean into your partner. It lets them just put spider guard up. As I push, look at how his feet gently come up. Now he can make grips. Now his feet come to the biceps. My preference is to grab lower. If I grab at the knees, my knees and my shins and my legs have to trap his feet, so he can't go to spider guard. Now I do some shin pummeling and we're on the outside. If I don't grab at the knees and I grab down low at the pants, my preference is to do that thing I just talked about, rolling my grip forward until my knuckles point towards the mat. I'm leaning on my hands like I'm a monkey or a gorilla, and I'm really trying to put my knuckles down on the mat. This forces the feet down so that they can't play positions like this, like spider guard. If I just walk in and lean on my partner, it's easy for him to play. If I push my knuckles down and back up, now I'm pushing his feet down to the mat. Now we can start working this thing where I don't take any steps and I'm weaving my knees left and right, and this is how we hit our Toreando pass. I make my grips, we're really athletic, we're ready to pass, I switch left, I go right, I switch right, I go left. My knees tilt one direction, and you're doing the bull rider, the Toro, that whole thing where you're whipping the red cape so that the bull goes through. That's the feet to the side. My knees go one way, and then my body goes the other way. A good tip to do double leg underpassing, instead of reaching up and grabbing your partner and trying to push his feet to the mat, we're going to reach up and grab the tops of the bottom of the feet and push their feet up, and now we'll dive in for our double underhooks. Rather than just walking forward and reaching for double unders, we grab the bottoms of the feet, push their knees to their chest, use one of our shins to pin their leg down to the mat, and now we can get our double unders. There's my shin pinning his cross thigh to the mat, and now when I'm ready, I get my shoulder in front of his foot. And now we have an easy double leg under, and I didn't reach for it when it wasn't there. I can force the position by grabbing the bottoms of the feet and forcing his feet up. Another scenario where this palm down grip situation is applied, where I extend my arm and straighten my shoulder, is this little this leg weave pass position. You can reach for the bottom leg here, roll your knuckles forward, arm is straight, grab the collar, and now we can do our little gator roll pass by doing the back step. Again, I'm in maybe like a De La Riva headquarters position, I shift off to one side, and now when I'm ready, I reach for the far pant leg. Again, my palm is facing upwards, my arm is straight, my shoulder's locked, and now we can roll for our back step for that gator pass. Another couple sequences is if we do a little long step pass, I'm straightening my arm. Maybe if I can't finish it from here, I can even reach under and grab the bottom leg and do the same thing there. But my palm is facing up with that spider guard grip, 4 fingers. Palm is facing up here. If I can't finish the pass here, driving forward with my head, getting my elbow high, I can reach for the bottom leg and I can do the same thing. Even from half guard, with the knee shield, I can take my grip, turn my shoulder away, straighten my arm, palm up, same thing again, and you can force people's knee shield off. As my chest and shoulder lean forward, I can force the knee shield straight down. I make my grip, roll my shoulder forward, force the knee shield through, and here I don't even have to worry about the underhook because I have his leg off the mat. He can't get up on his side. I can just keep it here and walk him sideways. Once he's fully flat, we can take a heavy crossface and we can re-pummel our own underhook. You can do this from a split squat position or the knee cut position also. Some summary of the video: we have knee pummeling, we have using that 4-finger grip, that collar grip, shoulder rolled forward, chest forward, guys. Again, this was a request video. Till next time, let's get it.